Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do an empties video. Y'all know this big brown bag means it's empties time. So, I feel like I say this every empties video, but I don't know how I accumulate so much stuff every single month. When I first started doing YouTube and I thought like, oh, I'm not going to have enough to do empties every single month. And lo and behold, I have empties every single month. So I'm going to separate this stuff out and let's jump right into it. Okay, so first up, let's do some perfume. I went through quite a few perfume samples this month. This was a little oil sample from Chloe. Now these I usually just throw away, but I realized that perfumes, like I own Chloe in a bigger size. So I can use this as a base on my pressure points first, like on my wrists and elbows first. And then I just have to use less of my original one because these actually do have a decent amount of like some oil base in them. So I use this up. Then I used up this little sample, and this is from the brand Penrose, and I used up their Wild Child one on camera when I did, I think, an unboxing one time. And I realized that these little packets are actually like a little moist towelette with the fragrance on it. So this is the scent Gilded Fox, and this was a slightly spicier, warmer scent, so not something that I would love. In fact, it has cocoa, rum, and vetiver are the notes in this one, so it's not something that I would purchase. The Wild Child from Penrose was very good. I would purchase that. And then we have some actual sample size perfumes. So we went through the Versace Eros Perfume. This is a warm citrus. It's not too florally, but a warm citrus. So this is pretty good from Versace. We have an Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon. This is the vanilla bourbon scent, the newer one that came out. Chloe, Roses de Chloe, and I actually have a little bit left in there. I like all these. They weren't bad. Chance Chanel Eau Vive. And the last one that I used up was the Atelier Cologne Vanilla Incense. That's terrible. Excuse me. But yeah, all of these little sample sizes, I just use them up. And if I don't like them, it's just a 1 or 2 time use. So it's no big deal. I use them up and then I'm done. Some miscellaneous stuff that I used up is some cotton pads. These are the Ulta brand 80 premium round cottons. Again, I like these. I do not like the exfoliating ones, but these are good. And I usually go through them. This was a mini size that I got as a free sample in one of those like bags from Sephora, like gift with purchase. This is the Sephora brand bar soap. I love this stuff. I always repurchase it. And if you saw in my recent Sephora and Ulta haul, I picked up the Beauty Blender solid soap as 100 point perks because I love this stuff. I went through a can of the Sephora brand. This is the tinted self-tanning body mist. I actually do like this Aerosol can body tanner. It's a self tanner. It lasts pretty good. I don't invest a ton in self-tanning because I don't keep up with it the way that I should. So these are good. They're pretty inexpensive. I think when I bought these, they were on sale for $5 a can. So these last me, I think, 3 or 4 full body self-tan. So that's pretty good in my opinion. And then lastly, for miscellaneous, some nail care. This is the Ulta brand nail polish remover. Oh, enriched nail polish remover. It helps to strengthen and nourish nails with botanical oils. This stuff is pretty good. I got this for when I have natural nails and I don't want to damage them with a pure acetone. But as y'all know, I do my nails with a dipping system. So these are actually dipped and then polished. So these are not, they're my natural nails, but they have the dip over them, if that makes any sense. If y'all would like an in-depth review on how I dip my nails, just let me know. It's super easy. I love the easy dip nails, and anyway, that's a different video. For hair care, you know it, I have a Batiste dry shampoo in the color deep dark brown. I love this stuff. I have one basically in every single empties video, and I almost have one in every haul video because I always love them and I always repurchase. I went through a mini size of the Sebastian Shaper Fierce finishing hairspray. I don't think that I was a huge fan of this. I don't use a ton of hairspray, but this didn't wow me. This, on the other hand, this is the sample size of an It's a 10 leave-in conditioner. From the very first time I used this, I knew I loved it. I had it in my project pan. It looks like there's a little left in there, but I cannot squeeze any of it out, and I can't pump it out. I can't get it out anyway. So I have another one of this size that I'll use up. I absolutely love this stuff, and when I go through some of my other hair care products, I will absolutely repurchase this. This is one of the best leave-in conditioners I've ever used. I have a ton of skincare this month. I don't know if I was just on a skincare kick or if I just used up a lot of samples, and I think it looks like that's what it was, a lot of samples. So, okay, so you all know that I love the e.l.f. makeup remover wipes. I have 2 empty packets. I won't go into detail, but I absolutely love these. Always repurchase them. They're just inexpensive and decent quality. I also have this Marcel 3-in-1 micellar solution. I got this in a Birchbox when I used to be subscribed to Birchbox. I did not like this at all. It really did absolutely nothing for me to remove eye makeup or makeup in general. I did use it up, but I would never repurchase it, and I don't recommend it. I used up a sample size of this Glam Glow. This is actually the Thirsty Cleanse Hydrating Cleanser. So this is not the mask, this is the cleanser. I did like this, but I would not repurchase it. For the price, there are other cleansers that I enjoy much better than this one. I used up this sample size of this Glam Glow. This is the Super Mud Clearing Treatment. So this is the actual treatment. Mask, I absolutely love this original one. It is my absolute favorite for detoxing the skin, blackheads, wrinkles, tightening, firming, all that it does. I absolutely love it. I will repurchase it. I have some other masks that I'm going through at the moment, but when I'm finished those, I don't know if I'll do a full size because the full size is like $70. But I probably will do the miniature size, which is, I think, $20. And it comes in a little pot, but it's this formula. So I suggest if you can get to a Sephora, see if you can get a sample or purchase the mini size to try out. But these are amazing. I love it. Another mask that I tried that really surprised me was this one. This is one of those K-beauty, like Korean beauty brand products. It is Where Is Pore. I don't know if that's the brand. It's mostly written in, I guess, Korean. I'm not sure, but it says on the front, it's a 2-step. So step 1 is Blackhead Steam Pore Pack. So you put the first pack on, which is like a gray charcoal gel consistency, like a muddy gel consistency, and you put it on. It doesn't dry, but you just rub it in. It gets a little warm, and I guess the thing behind it is that it opens up the pores. So you put it on, you let it sit, and it's a slightly warm feeling, and it's very relaxing. And then you rinse it away with, let me see, you rinse it away with cold water, and that helps to keep the pores open. And then step 2 is cool pore tightening. So when you put step 2 on, it's cold, and it's so weird, but it's actually like cold and chilling on the skin, and it feels so nice. So you put step 2 on, you let it sit, and then what it says, it tightens sagging enlarged pores and enhances complexion with a cooling effect. And so when you put this on, when you rinse it with lukewarm water. And I'm telling you what, my face felt so good after using this that I really think I'm going to maybe pick this up as well in the future, because this 2-step process was very relaxing and very refreshing on my face. So this would be something that I would do, like, to really treat myself when I have time. But if you can try this, and I don't know, it says where is pore, and it's a 2-step system. I don't know if I got this. It's like, it was a sample size, so, but I don't know where I got it, but I know, I'm pretty sure Sephora sells it. I don't know, but it's awesome. Enough of that rant. Jesus. Some other masks that I keep in this Ziploc bag so that way I don't get stuff everywhere. Oh, and this thing is gross. Okay, I used the Sephora brand face mask. This is the avocado face mask. It is nourishing and repairing. I love these face masks. They're $6. I just love them. I always repurchase them. I will always repurchase them. They're just really good. They're so refreshing on the face. Oh. And then I also used up the eye mask. This is the Sephora brand eye mask, which are just the eye gels that go under the eye, not the full face mask. And this is the pomegranate, and it's the anti-fatigue and energizing. Same thing. I will always repurchase these. The quality is so good, and I do see an instant improvement in my skin. So if I have an event or if I just need some extra refreshing, I'll put these on before I do my makeup, and it just so refreshing. I love these. And then I used up 2 packs of the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Peel in the original formula. I'm pretty sure when I used these, they made me break out. You're supposed to use them at night. You do step 1, you leave it on, and then you put step 2 over it. It's just like little moistened towelettes. You get a step 1 and a step 2 in each pack. I've used these before and don't recall having any issues with them, but after I use these 2, you just use them once a night or every other day. Actually, this says you can use it, oh yeah, AM or PM. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I don't know, this time I feel like it made me break out pretty badly on my forehead and on my chin. So I do have a few more packets of these that I'm going to try maybe once a week instead of every, back to back, and see if that helps. But these are just supposed to like exfoliate the skin to resurface and texture and all that. I went through this little sample of the Philosophy Ultimate Miracle Worker Moisturizer. This was actually pretty good, and I'm not a fan of Philosophy skincare. But this I used and I actually really liked it. So I don't know if it's something that I would repurchase because Philosophy is pretty expensive and there are other moisturizers that I really enjoy. But if you're tempted to try or interested in it, I did think it was pretty good. I went through this tub of Algenist. This is the Absolute Hydration Replenishing Gel Moisturizer, the Splash. And I did get this in gratis, a little G. This was nice. I used this as a nighttime moisturizer. It was a gel formula, ultra hydrating, sunk into the skin very quickly, and it smelled pretty good too. So if you have super dry skin, this was really good. I have oily skin, but I still like to moisturize pretty well. But this was really nice, and it felt good because it's a gel consistency, so it felt really nice on the skin. I went through this bottle of the Ole Henriksen. This is the Truth Serum Collagen Booster, the Potent Vitamin C Complex. I thought that I was going to love this item because I've heard lots of good reviews on it, like so many good reviews of people who love it. And I just thought like, oh, I'm going to use this and my skin is going to be radiant and beautiful and something like I've never seen. This is a 0.5 fluid ounces. This is a lot of product for a serum. It took me probably a month and a half to go through this, which is plenty of time to notice a difference in the skin from using a serum. And I didn't notice anything, which really is disappointing because I had such high hopes and high expectations for this product, and I didn't notice anything special about my skin while I was using this. So I thought for sure I would repurchase it, but now after going through this whole bottle, I'm not going to. So if you want to try it, they sell small sample kits that have multiple Ole Henriksen products in it that you can get with this in it. But to outright buy it, I didn't see a difference. So, ugh, what a bummer. And I forgot a hair care item, of course, but this is a sample size that I got in a Birchbox of a hair mask. This is from Oribe. It says mask for beautiful color. I know Oribe is very expensive. I don't know how much this was because I got it in a Birchbox. But I know people that rave about Oribe products, and I know that they are crazy expensive. This did nothing for my hair. For it being a hair mask, I have very fine, thin hair, and it doesn't take much for a hair mask to condition my hair and, revitalize it. But this mask felt dry on my hair, and when I rinsed it out, it did absolutely nothing. I would not repurchase it. I know it's expensive, and there's no way. I would never purchase this or recommend it. I actually have quite a few little makeup products, considering it's very difficult to go through makeup. So the first thing that I have, which is like, I guess, a cheat item, but this is a NARS little sample packet of the Laguna bronzer. And so what it was this little square disc that had powder product on it, and then you just swirl your brush into it. I only got one use out of it, but I kept it because I really liked it, and I've never used the NARS Laguna bronzer before. So this little sample intrigued me enough to possibly go out and purchase it so that way I can try it, because I really did enjoy using this. It gave a beautiful look to the skin, a beautiful warmth, and I really liked it. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I went through a deluxe size sample of the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, the original one. These things last forever. You only need the smallest little amount to do both eyes. I love this primer potion. It is my absolute favorite. I have backups upon backups of this. I don't know why, because it lasts forever, but I do, so I will always continue to go through this. I went through a NYX HD concealer, and as you can tell, all of the writing has worn off basically from the packaging. This is in the color 02, and I took out the stopper. There is absolutely nothing in there. I have scraped every last little bit that I could. I love this product. It's only like $5, and you can get it from Ulta. I love this for the brightness that it gives me under the eye. The coverage isn't great. It's more like a light to medium coverage, but this particular color 02 gives me the brightness that I love. It's very thin, and it blends out beautifully. So that's why I love this NYX HD concealer. I finally finished up my Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer sample. It is all gone. If you've watched any of my other videos, this was in my 12 pans of Christmas challenge. This took me forever to use. It was a pretty bronzer, but it was not the perfect color for me. And after using this entire sample, I know that. So I will not be repurchasing this. But it came with one shimmery side and one matte side. So you could swirl your brush in both, which is what I did. Or you could localize and just do the shimmer or the matte. So I think this was a great bronzer, but it just wasn't the best color for me. So if you're interested in checking it out, I would recommend it, but it just didn't work for my skin or what I like in a bronzer. I have this little sample duo eyeshadows from Coastal Scents, and this I got in an Ipsy or Birchbox, one of those, but it came with 2 shadows in it, and they are both gone. Yay! How often do you go through an eyeshadow? I love this. So even though these are smaller pans, they were 0.65 grams total. So that's a pretty decent size for a shadow. And it came with one cream shadow, like a cream ivory color, and then a rosy shimmery like pink color. And I did enjoy using both of these. I have so many shadows that I would not repurchase anything from Coastal Scents. They weren't amazingly pigmented or super standout shadows, but I'm glad that I used this up and it is out of my collection now. I used up, and I don't typically save these little sample bags from Sephora because I don't like to count them as used up makeup, but This was the Hourglass Vanish Foundation Stick that I got a sample of in the color Shell. And the reason that I am including this is because it was phenomenal. In a sample, I only expect to get 1, maybe 2 uses out of it. This foundation lasted at least a week, and it was the tiniest sample. The foundation sticks that I'm used to are dry and don't work well with oily skin. This one looked absolutely phenomenal on my face, but it did break down around my nose because of my oils. So what I actually went and did was I got another sample. That is my fresh sample of the Hourglass foundation. And I'm going to try it with the Becca Ever Matte the matte primer, and I'm going to put that around my nose, and I want to see if that can control the oils enough, because it's such a beautiful foundation. So if you've thought about trying it, go get a sample from Sephora. You only need a tiny little bit. The first time that I used it, I put so much on my face that I had to literally wipe some of it off, because the tiniest bit covered full coverage my face. So it was absolutely amazing. I just need to find a way to get the oils to be subdued in my T-zone so that I can purchase this. It is like $45 or $50, but it looked phenomenal. Just go try it. It was really good. This little foil sample packet of the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. And this was the smoothing primer. I actually really like this, and I have some of the larger deluxe size samples of this exact primer. So I'm excited to use that after using this little sample packet up. It did smoothen my pores, and my foundation laid really beautifully on top of it. So I would recommend trying this out if you're looking for a pore primer. And then the last item that I have is not really a makeup item, but these are oil blotting sheets from NYX, and you get 50 of these sheets, and I think this is like $3 or $4. I love these. They're just the oil blotters. So I went through this whole pack, and I do love these. I always have backups and repurchase them because I'm an oily beast. So I went through this whole pack, and I have another one in my purse ready to go. Oh man, that was a long one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We finished. Let me know what you guys went through, your empties. I want to see. I want to know what products you're loving, what products you're just so thrilled to have out of your collection. And thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you subscribe so that we can catch all of my future videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.